Hello guys, it's Daniel, and finally we have some clues on D. You know what D I'm talking? It's a One Piece review of 1084. Please go read it if you haven't, because it contains spoilers. And without further ado, let's go. I know it's a little bit late to upload this video, but I had some issues. That's not important. Okay, let's go. Okay, at the beginning of chapter, we see Sabo knock the out of some guards and meet with Bunny. They have the same goal, so they make best friends and they're going on a picnic or something like that. But something that's very interesting in the first three chapters, first 3 pages of this chapter, is that there are some guards that talking about some phantom room. So what is this phantom room? In my opinion, it is the room that Imo was lurking, and there was, or maybe the big room with the big straw hat. You know, you remember? Yes, I think that's that, and it indicates that there are some guards are missing, and at least there is something that these guards has rumor for them. So that's something to think about. I think we're gonna get this answer after 500 chapters. No, I'm kidding. Maybe in like 2-3 more chapters, till 20 more maybe. Yeah, but that was, I think, worth mentioning. And after that we see King Cobra rolling down the stairs and like going in like a boss, and start talking with the Grosei, and we're being super boss. It's amazing moment for King Cobra. I think of course it's his last moments, but rest in peace. I think he did a great thing. But he starts saying like history lecture and like history lessons to this Gorosei, that what happened. There were like 20 people, the original celestial dragons that were contained of 20 people, and all of them agreed that we have an empty throne, and all of them put their swords or axes at the foot of the throne, so no one became a dictator. Of course, no one will ever get a dictator in this in the world, you know, it bound to happen. But yeah, so we understand that there is a Lilith person that didn't agree to that, and we knew that Alabasta family, like we knew that Neftarian family, or like this King Cobra's ancestors, came out of this Meridius. But the thing is, we didn't know what happened, and also we don't know yet. We just know that Lily didn't make it home and was killed, I think, and her brother was chosen as the head of family. Something interesting is that there is more than 20 swords down the throne, so we can like assume maybe after years there were more families, or like more people gathered there, so there are more nations, or there were each head of the family that passed away. I think this one is a little bit like acceptable, more acceptable. So I think, yeah, like each and every head of family, when the previous one passed away, they came, and in honor of the oath they had, they put the sword there to say, okay, we agree to that. But someone didn't agree to that, right? We have to see who the is this Imo person, or Great Imo as they call him, or her, or they, or them, or something like that, non-binary person. And King Cobra says her name isn't mentioned in any of the texts before, so she was erased from the like existence or the history. And we see he finally whips out the question, what is the meaning of D? And we are one tiny baby step closer to the answer. So here he says the truth is that she pinned a name of D to her name or his name, because she was the maybe to her brother's name or her child's name, something like that. So it got passed out through generation. Although we know that, come on, give us something new. We didn't know this specific, but we knew something like that. I think it's the will of like be a free person, or like be a liberator or something like that, or it's an oath that she had. Maybe there were some corrupted in those 20. Of course, there were one at least, or one of the children was like that. But the thing is, it's not something that we want to know, but it's a little tiny step ahead. So let's see in the next chapter if we can understand what's going on. I think we're gonna get a huge chapter next one, because the next is on break, but I hope it's like that. Okay, after that we see that Kuma is capturing Shirahoshi, and these celestial dragons, like the one Luffy hit, I don't remember the name. What was the name? Charlos, yeah. Charlos, something like that. Yeah, Charlos was that. And we see that her brothers are trying to rescue Shirahoshi, but Kuma is super strong, super amazing. We know how strong is Kuma, and he defeated brothers on the spot. And Shirahoshi's brothers, I think they were useless from the get-go. We remember the Fishman Island. What I remember from them is like they're trying to save Shirahoshi or someone, but they fail, or they're bound to fail. I know they had some wins there, but in my memory they're like just rushing to save someone and they capture or they get defeated or something like that. They're super weak. Yeah. And after that we see Mugiwara fleet on the move. That it's very interesting, because it's not interesting, actually it's very logical, but we can see that all of the Mugiwara's fleet, or now we are seeing them, like these Tonton people, they have the same mentality as Luffy. They're not afraid to like assault, they're not afraid to do the right thing that all of the people are afraid of. Like pirates are like that, but we have seen lots of pirates not going to that extent for doing a good job. Of course the pirates are pirates, but you know what I mean. But the thing was very nice. It was a satisfaction, you know. Charlos getting hit is satisfaction in every level, in any place, anywhere. It's amazing. And he gets pinned down, and we can understand, maybe because of that we have two admirals in the previous chapters there. And yeah, that was a little bit strange. There are two admirals. I said maybe it's because they are in Marijoas, but it was for this in I think 90%. And we see Kuma and we see after that Kuma gets captured and how he got taken back home. And we have the most baddest action of all the like these previous chapters, that this emo person comes up and started walking toward the throne, and the girl says, "A great emu, the King Cobra is present, don't do that." But the great emu say, "F it, he knows too much and we're gonna kill him eventually, but I'm gonna show him who's the boss, and this world has a leader and has a boss." I'm not chanting for emo, I'm not like in their team. Of course I'm in Luffy's team and Mugiwara's team, but it was a very badass moment that he goes and sits on the throne and says, "In your face, King Cobra," and I think it was in his face because he's dead for King Cobra. Yeah, but the thing is, this chapter was 8 out of 10 for me. It was very enjoyable, and we have to see what will happen. Please let me in the comment section what you think about this chapter. Share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel. I have like anime and manga content related, and this is my first video of this chapter, like this any of One Piece chapters. I decided to film this one because it was an amazing chapter, because it was mentioned the Wheel of the D, and we got a little bit closer to that. But thank you for watching this long, and please subscribe, share, like the video if you like it, and comment please in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Okay, till the next chapter, see you and have a good day.